have took me a while to get here, but I made it. It may have took us a while to get here, but we made it. We've been in both services focusing on the importance of having faith and patience to wait on God. Simeon and Anna in Luke chapter 2 saw the young child about a month and a half, roughly years old, about 6 weeks old, and they rejoiced when they saw him. They've been waiting a long time, both of them, to see Jesus. This text is not only about waiting, but it outlines a pathway to success in anything you try, anything you do. If you follow the steps these wise men took, it will lead you to success. And I want our young people especially to listen to this text, this story this morning. These wise men, as they're called, proper term probably is astrologers. They were studying the skies, and some believe about the time the angels appeared to the shepherds, the shepherds lay in the field or watched in the field by night, the angelic host was so powerful that it caused a disruption in the solar system. Some say simply it was the star that God put in place. Or they say, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. We really don't know what they saw, but we know they saw something. And because they made their way to a little home at this point in Bethlehem. They were not now at the stable. Jesus is not a baby. And I know our Christmas decorations have them all there, but the wise men got there a little late. They saw his star a great distance away. And by the time they get there, this text shows us the baby was about 2 years old, roughly. And these wise men, first of all, because if you're going to find success, these wise men, because they saw something in the atmosphere, the first thing that is apparent about them is that they were prepared. But the wise men were prepared. They studied the atmosphere. They knew science. They knew math. They were ready. So when they saw the star, they had a concept of where to go. And now not only were they prepared, but they were patient. Because they saw a goal, they know that it did not happen. It does not always happen overnight. As I said earlier this morning, we live in an instant generation. We want everything right now. Everything has to happen immediately or we don't want it. We don't want to work for it. But the wise men show us that some things don't happen overnight. They traveled for 2 years trying to find where the star had led them. For 2 years, they said, I saw a goal in the air. I saw something that caught my attention that was pulling me. And I had to keep going. And I know in 2 years, that was 2 springs, 2 summers, 2 falls, and 2 winters. That means sometime it got hot, but they kept on traveling across the desert. The desert nights are very cold, but even though it got cold, they kept on traveling because they saw something they were trying. Many folk don't think much of you. But that doesn't mean God can't use you. There are many haters out there. And what I can understand, if you don't think much of me, why you hating on me. But yet, God will bless you anyhow. As a matter of fact, the more you've been blessed, the more haters you're going to draw. The more God shines favor on you, the more haters are going to begin to talk about you. As a matter of fact, you can get blessed so much that people that don't even know you will hate on you. I don't know about you, but there's some witnesses in here that will say, the only thing I did was mind my business, do what I was supposed to do. God shined favor on me that I found out folk that I didn't even know were talking about me. Well, let them talk. Because when God has smiled on you, you ain't got to spend time trying to validate yourself. You ain't got to spend time apologizing for God blessing you. As a matter of fact, the more time you waste trying to impress people that don't care, the more time you lose when you could have been praising God anyhow. Don't waste time on haters. But the more you give God praise, the more God is going to elevate you.